Okay, so laying down on your backs is a good start to start today. We're going to be doing a little bit more intense pranayama also than last week, but also including some of the practices of last week. First of all, what we're going to be doing now is preparing preparing the body and also the lungs so that we can do the exercises afterwards. So not just starting dry, let's say, right? It's a little warm up. So if you like, you can put your right hand on your belly and the left hand on your chest. And if at some point you think, well, I don't like this, then just bring your arms next to the body, and that's also fine. But it may help to feel the breath a little bit more, to empty out more below the right hand, and to fill up more when you think you're full above the left hand. So we're going to deepen the breath. First of all, deepening the breath is always good. If you do simply 5 or 10 rounds, then it relaxes and it is soothing. Focusing the mind also, bringing it more in. So also preparing the mind after a busy day perhaps, or just staring at a screen for hours, right? Being focused out, out, out. Now we're going in and using the breath as a tool. So we're going to be starting with a few rounds of 8 inhale and 8 exhale. And then I'm going to continue with 10 right away. You can include Ujjayi breath if you feel comfortable with this. Exhaling first and slowly in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slowly in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slowly in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slowly in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slowly in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up to 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. One more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and empty out all the way. Taking a deep breath in and out for yourself without counting, just experiencing the breath on the inhale, rejuvenating and relaxing on the exhale. And then coming back to your own normal rhythm of breath, not doing the breath any longer, just observing it. Observing the movement in the belly, softly, the chest moving up and down. The breath is always happening now. It is always with you. So it is your best friend. As long as you live, you breathe. So not just working with breath. It is not called breathayama. The breath is a tool not just for the mind, but it also is a tool to work with prana, to raise the level of prana, life energy in the body, and to control and direct it. And that's a bit of the theme today, controlling and directing and working with the prana. So let's see if we can bend the knees and make our way over towards the right side. And you can bring yourselves up and come to sit. And see if you can come to sit upon a cushion or a block. And then close your eyes. Relax your hands upon your knees. So I'm going to explain a little bit about bandhas today. And bandhas are locks within the body, energy locks, safety valves, you could say. And they help trap, bind the energy, bandha to bind, trapping the energy and directing the energy to bound upward. So trapping the energy and directing it upwards through the spinal column. But it's not so forceful. You can work with bandhas actually even in a mental way. The three bandhas, the three main bandhas combined are called Mahamudra, the great attitude. So see if you can just find a lift by bringing the mind towards the pelvic floor in between the anus and the genitals, and see if you can just find a lift as if you want to lift yourself up from the block. not sitting down on the block with your whole body weight as if you're drooling over the block, but try to slightly bring it in and up the energy, as if you don't want to hurt the block, as if you want to make yourself as light as possible without tensing the buttocks, and just remain there. And notice if you find that gentle lift from within, that it elevates everything. The bandhas are toning the digestive system, bringing calmness and relaxation to the mind, and are good for all kinds of other physical benefits. But for now, just remember this root lock, Mula Bandha, the lift from down there. Now, open your eyes. And you can also find this Mula Bandha, this root lock, if you have a block, by standing up and placing the block in between the legs. So I'm gonna stand up and you're just gonna see my legs, I think now, but that's all you need. You're gonna bring the block as high up in between the legs as possible. And if you don't have a block, anything else will do as well, right? Just hold something in between your legs. And the holding activates that same lift of the pelvic floor. So everybody who's standing, close your eyes and see if they can just tilt your tailbone a little bit more under. So don't stick your butt out. Lift your kneecaps, lift your toes, and then bring your toes back down, but keep that block there. Keep that lift. So this is Mula Bandha. It is not forceful. Open your eyes, take the block away. It is not forceful, right? You can think of Mula Bandha the whole entire day, right? Just be fascinated with this area, let's say, right? And if you are, right, and you're like getting, like, you just remember it all of a sudden when you're on the bike, and then it doesn't matter if the wind is blowing. You go through it more lightly. You go through your day more lightly, remembering Mula Bandha the whole time. It lifts you up, literally. One more way of doing this, well, we can do like all kinds of things, right? Like the people who are in Padmasana, but like probably not a lot of you are in Padmasana, full lotus that easily. You can come to a full lotus, bring your hands down, and really lift yourself up from the floor. Well, that's a way of contacting Uranus, let's say, right? But for the normal people, let's say, amongst us, a sock, rolled up sock, or a tennis ball is also very helpful. Come to sit on the floor and place the sock right between the anus and your genitals. And see if you can come to sit just like that. And always good to close your eyes so you can feel it better. Now, tennis ball is, of course, a little bit more intrusive, but even with a sock, you feel a pressure coming from down there. And that is also helpful in locating the area of Mula Bandha, but it's more up and in. But it's stimulating the same place, right? So I'm asking you to just be aware of this area and at the same time take the sock away or the tennis ball. When we're doing the next two exercises, it is also important to keep the top bandha. And the top bandha, the middle one we leave for today pretty much, but the top bandha, place the sock or the tennis ball right between the chest and the chin. And if you hold it like that, I can still talk. My voice didn't change. I'm not pressing upon the throat, but my face is looking down. So your neck is not bent, but there's a slight tilt, and you're looking in front of you. Or you don't have to look out there, you can close your eyes. But this is Jalandhara Bandha. Jalandhara is the neck lock. And this is a safety valve to keep the head. You can take it away, the sock or the tennis ball. This is a safety valve for the energy not to go up too quickly. In other words, to protect your brain, right? And to um, keep the energy and your attention more in between here, right? It's like a container between the neck and the pelvic floor, right? Mula Bandha, the energy goes up, and Jalandhara Bandha, the energy goes down, and they meet in the middle, right? And remember that, especially when we're holding the breath. Okay, time to enough talking. Time to get started with two of the first dynamic practice, which is Agni Sara. And you can sit on the block again or a cushion. We're going to be focusing on the belly. Leave Ujjayi for now, right? Like, because that's maybe all too complicated. It's not so necessary to use Ujjayi here. That's more with the slow pranayama. But don't make it very rough in the nose, right? Like, it's really in the belly. It's like a bellows. So you move forward with your belly on the inhale, and on an exhale, you pull it back. On an inhale, you push the navel forwards, and on an exhale, you move it back. And you're massaging the whole belly area in this way. Mula Bandha, you can especially like think of when you pull back forcefully, because that is the moment where you can almost lift up the buttocks from the block, let's say, right? Because you pull back so forcefully. All right. Eventually, you can hold Mula Bandha the whole time, of course. So we're going to be doing 20 in and out through the left nostril, 20 in and out through the right nostril, and 20 in and out through both nostrils. So it's a total of 60 pumpings in the belly. Bringing the right hand up in Vishnu Mudra. We did so last week. So folding the first two fingers in the palm of your hand, turning the palm towards the nose, and keeping the hand ready. The left hand is down on your knee with your index finger and thumb touching. Close your eyes and see if you can simply listen and follow. If you need, you can put your left hand actually on your belly also, and that helps in feeling the belly move forward and back, right? Especially for those of you who are new to this. Exhale first, and inhale deeply through the nose, closing the right side, and exhale through the left first, all the way out, and then 20 through the left. forwards, back, 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 in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Make the movement a little bit bigger. Out, in, out. Last one. Exhale. And release your hand down first. Let's take a breath in between. Inhale deeply. And exhale for yourself, emptying out. And slowly in, bringing your right hand back up towards the nose. The shoulder relaxed. Fill up a little more. Closing the left side and empty out through the right. Exhale all the way. The soda channel. And 20 through the right. Forwards, back, forwards, back. Belly forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, in, out, in, out, in, out. Make it big. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Last one. Exhale. Releasing your hand down and breathe deeply in through both your nostrils and slowly out. Pull your navel back towards the spine on the exhale and 20 through both. Forward, back, forward, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, forward, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, in, out, in, out, in, out. Push forward, back, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Last one. Exhale. And just keep the eyes closed and just relax. Come back to your own normal rhythm of breath. Prana radiating from the center of the body in all directions, energizing the internal organs, purifying the nadis, radiating out right through the skin, energizing the aura around us. Agnisara is called because of Agni is fire. So we're getting the fire started. Now you understand why not to eat before practice. Right? So this is also a perfect practice to do right after asana practice or early morning when you need to get the bowel moving, right? If you're very much constipated, let's say, then this will definitely help. So we're doing one more round, unless anybody has an urgent question, right? Like if you have an urgent question, then ask. And I should also say that maybe a little late, but uh, on Mondays, you don't really do dynamic practices, right? Like, so you can go through the movement still, right? And follow the exercise, but don't do dynamic practices so much on your Mondays because you're stirring up all kinds of stuff that you don't want to be doing, right? You want to keep it really more calm and quiet for your body in those days. So the slower pranayamas are always good to do, but if you want to follow, like, and if you happen to be in your moon days, one of these Fridays, and you want to follow the dynamic practice, then simply go through the movement without doing it intensely.
Patrick,
Yeah,
can I ask one question, please?
yeah,
Um, about the technique, I am used to only do the breath out and the in is automatic. I think you do it so
that's different. That's a different one. That is
different.
Kapalabhati, and we'll do it later.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So we're really focusing with that ono, with that exercise, you also focus more on the chest area. And now we're focusing really on the belly, right? So you want to feel that the upper part of the body is hardly moving or not moving at all. Don't forget to keep your head a little bit down. Jalandhara Bandha, right? Don't have your chin sticking up in the air. Let's do one more round. Either with the left hand on your belly to feel it if you need that, or with the left hand relaxed on the knee. Right hand coming up in Vishnu Mudra and eyes closed, nose in the middle. Exhaling first, empty out. Then slowly, deeply filling up. Closing the right side and empty out through the left. And releasing through the moon channel. Staying on the left side, 20 through the left. Forwards, back. Belly forward, back. Push forward, back. Massaging the belly. X. Forward, back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Forwards, back. Forwards, back. Forwards, back. In, out. 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 Make it bigger. Out. Last one. Exhale. Release your hand down and take a breath in between, filling up first and slowly out. Pull your navel back. Slowly filling up, bringing the right hand up towards the nose and closing the left side. Exhale through the right, emptying out. and 20 through the right. Focus on the belly, focus forward, back, in, out, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, in, out, 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 in, out. Last one. Exhale. Bring the right hand down, deeply in through both nostrils. And exhale, exhale, exhale. Pull your navel back towards the spine. Apply Mula Bandha on the exhale especially. Belly forward, back, forwards, 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 back, in, out, 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 in, out. Last one. Exhale. And after that, you can just release the bandhas, eyes stay closed, so you can feel the effects of the practice. Restlessness may occur, and an urge to move, try to resist. Focus instead on the place between the eyebrows, where Hatha Yoga takes place, the third eye. This is where the union of Ida and Pingala, the moon and the solar channel take place. Duality changes into a sense of oneness, harmony, peace. So the main thing is not to make it too forceful. You can always make the intensity of the movement like bigger, stronger. The main thing is to have the movement in the belly. For some, that is quite easy to find, and for others, that is a struggle. So keep that right hand or the left hand there when you need to, for as long as you need to, and see if you can just find that movement forward on the inhale and the pulling back on the exhale, right? Pulling back because you want to force the air out. And the inhale and the exhale are equal, right? So it's like a bellows breath, how you want to fan the fire. So we got the fire started, and the digestive system is toned and massaged, right? It's very good for all that soft internal organs that are in there, the liver also, and the spleen. Also very good in regulating blood pressure and heart rate, good for the hormonal system, the urogenital system, all kinds of benefits. The next one is more up in the chest, but Ono, still it's not the one that you were talking about because you were talking about focusing on an exhale. And we're going to be focusing actually on the inhale. And on the inhale, you're also finding Mula Bandha easier with this practice than on the exhale. So with Agnisara, the belly exercise, it was easier to feel Mula Bandha pulling the belly back. But now we're going to be feeling it more on the inhale, hopefully. So let's take the block away. If you're sitting on a cushion or a block, sit on the floor. And it is wonderful if you can sit in a full lotus, but I'm not going to ask that of you. But try to sit as comfortable as you can at least. Now, with your hands cupped over your knees, you're really holding your knees. You can lift yourselves up. So you can lift your chest up by pulling a little bit. And you feel that the lower back is also lengthened. So the arms are long and active. The arms are not bent. And don't forget Jalandhara Bandha. Okay. Now, what we're going to be doing is already you can feel Mula Bandha here, of course, right? Because there's an active sitting here and lifting already. We're going to work on the chest and deepen the breath in the lungs. Exhaling first, not yet, I'm going to explain. 15 deep inhales and exhales. Filling up, pulling on your knees and lifting even more. And then on exhale, you drop. So the shoulders drop, everything. So it's like it's not a lifting of the shoulders up and down, right? That's easy. It's a nice movement for the shoulders, but it's the whole rib cage. Bring your hands around the rib cage for a moment and feel that if you inhale, that the rib cage is expanding forwards, but also sideways and also back where your thumbs are. And then exhale, and it's all going in again. And inhale, expanding, making the rib cage twice as big. And exhale. Okay. So keep that in mind. Bring your hands over your knees. And now, right, I can really, I want to lift and expand sideways, backwards, in all directions. And then the exhale is just sudden, like you drop a bag of sand. Lift, filling up, drop. Okay, so let's try a round of, it is called Bastrika Pranayama. Bastrika in the bust, old-fashioned Dutch word for chest. Hands cupped over the knees, close your eyes, Jalandhara Bandha, don't have your chin up in the air. After 15, inhale, exhale. After the last drop, we're going to inhale and hold the breath for a few counts. I'll talk you through that. First, exhale. Apply Mula Bandha and start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and exhale. Slowly filling up in the chest. Fill up more and more, like a balloon filling up. Now apply Mula Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha, like you're closing the container. And look within the chest with your mind. Mind resting in the heart. No breathing in, no breathing out, no movement. And slowly emptying out, releasing the breath. When you're done exhaling, first allow the inhale to come in. Don't open the eyes. And on an exhale, you carefully bring your head back to balance on top of your shoulders. So think on the inhale that you want to lift yourself off the floor. That's why you're not sitting on the block or on the cushion because you could fall back. You're sitting on the floor because you want to really actively try to lift yourself up from the floor and deepen the breath. Right? We're doing 3 rounds. Cupping the hands over the knees, apply Jalandhara Bandha, and think of Mula Bandha on the inhale especially. Exhaling first, and here we go. 4, last one. Empty out, slowly sipping the air in now. Mula Bandha applied, so not leaking the energy out from the bottom, filling up more and more. When you think you're full, there's always a bit more room. When you're really full, close Jalandhara Bandha, holding the breath, Kumbhaka. And slowly releasing, inhaling first. Allow that the breath to come in by itself. And on an exhale, you bring your head back up to neutral, eyes closed. Imagine a light behind the forehead. So never strain. Holding the breath is the cherry on the cake, but you want to hold comfortably. You could hold much longer. Right? Someone who was experienced in diving told me once that she could hold it for like much longer than I could, right? So, and other people find it already enough, maybe holding it for 3, 4, 5 counts. So simply be aware of how long you can holding and see if you can extend that time. Now, important for people with blood pressure issues, you don't hold the breath at all when you have high blood pressure. So you're not holding the breath because you're just putting more pressure on the whole system. After an inhale, like we were doing now, you can hold the breath when you have low blood pressure, but low blood pressure is also not good to hold the breath after an exhale, which we're not doing today. So high blood pressure, not holding the breath at all, red alert. And of course, when you're pregnant, also, you don't want to be doing like dynamic practices. You don't want to be doing like any of the strong, like working with the belly area. One more round of Bastrika Pranayama. So focus on the chest, expanding on the inhale, lifting, and then dropping on the exhale. The inhale is a few counts, and the exhale is just a moment. Drop. Exhaling first, hands cupped over the knees, and start. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Exhale, empty out, and then slowly breathing into the chest, expanding the side ribs, under the armpits, all the way up to the collarbones, and then holding Mula Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha, holding the breath, quiet mind, prana kept in the heart, and releasing, slowly emptying out, allowing the breath to come in all by itself, and then on the exhale, the head comes back to neutral. Eyes stay closed. Continuing with the last pranayama exercise of today, which is the same as we did last week. Let's see if we can do 2 or 3 rounds. You can incorporate ujjayi, the ocean sound coming from the back of the throat, easiest to find on the exhale, and hopefully we find it on both inhale and exhale eventually. Soothing after the previous exercises to finish with a few rounds of Pijama Fritti. Keeping the left hand on your knee, exhaling first, and sit on a block, and slowly inhaling and filling up more, bringing the right hand up in Vishnu Mudra, closing the right side, and emptying out through the left, emptying out. Closing the left. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Close both. Kumbhaka. Left out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Close both. Right out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Releasing your hand down and breathing deeply in through both your nostrils. And slowly exhale, exhale. And you can just return to normal breathing after, keeping your eyes closed, giving your shoulder a rest in between rounds. Gabor, you keep your arm really high up, I see. So, which is really nice. Most people keep it too low because they get tired, but you don't have to lift your elbow higher than your shoulder. Yeah, so keep it more relaxed maybe for the shoulder. So again, exhaling first and then slowly in, breathing in and bringing the right hand up in Vishnu Mudra. And inhale a little bit more, closing the right side then, and exhale through the left, the moon channel, keeping the nose in the middle. Don't push it to the side. Empty out and close the left. Inhale right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Close both. Kumbhaka. Left out. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Close both. Right out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Taking your hand down and breathe deeply in without counting and slowly out and relax, sitting tall, eyes closed. Perhaps feeling a difference with doing the exercise on its own. Often we feel that the left side or the right side is a little bit blocked. And by doing the dynamic practice, the Agnisara and the Bastrika, it may help to remove those blockages. Also, the time of day, right? It changes how or which side is even blocked. In the morning, it can be the left side, let's say, and in the evening, it can be the right side, which has to do with active, inactive. One more round, last one for tonight. Exhaling first, slowly breathing in, filling up, and even a little more, bringing the right hand up in Vishnu Mudra, closing the right side, and exhale through the left, emptying out, and close the left, inhale right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Close both. Left out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold both. Right out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and empty out all the way. Bring your right hand down, relax, taking a deep breath in and out for yourself. And come to lay down. Come to lay down on your backs so you can absorb the effects of your practice. Maybe putting the right hand on your belly and the left hand on your heart. Close the eyes. Starting to deepen your breath, moving your fingers, your toes, Take a nice stretch, maybe bringing the arms over the head, pressing the heels forwards. Make yourself nice and long. Okay, and then see if you can just bend your knees, make your way over towards the right sides, and bring yourselves up to come to sit. Okay, and I think I lost contact with you. Oeps.
Nog hoor.
Ja, kan je me nog wel horen?
Ja hoor, ik hoor je nog.
Oké, gelukkig. Ik zie jullie in ieder geval niet meer. Er is hier wel iets gebeurd. Maar the only thing I wanted to share with you still is the homework, of course. So the homework for the coming week is also on the sheets that you get sent by Barbara. So Agnisara and Bastrika Pranayama is the homework. Only if you are non in your moon days, of course. And you can always safely do the other exercise also that we did last week. Continue with that for at least a few rounds, maybe five, maybe a little bit more if you have the time to do it after the dynamic practice. You can also choose to do the dynamic ones, the Agnisara and Bastrika in the morning, and to finish your day with maybe 5 rounds or 10 rounds if you're very enthused of the Vijama Friti, the exercise that we finished with. Yeah, that's all. Any questions?